Okay, thank you all so much for the support and the love. Thank you. It's a whole lot being out of something. Thank you. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you, Bayelsa. Thank you, Port Harcourt. Thank you, Lagos. Thank you, everywhere. Go Asaba. Bogwe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Before I continue this video, question of this video: what was your most emotional moment during the grand finale of the Nigerian Idol show last night? Let me know in the comment section below, and then let's jump into the rest of the video. Hey guys, I feel good. Woo! You know what? I'm surprised that I still have my voice, because the last time I screamed the way I did last night was the day Lekon was declared as winner of Big Brother Naija Season 5. Oh my God! Guys, the next morning, I lost my voice for the next 4 days or 5 days, I think so. It was crazy, it was hell. It was hell. My doctor had to tell me, you know what, stop talking for the next few days. We know you love talking, stop talking. But guys, to be very honest, when someone deserving wins, that is what happens. My expression, my emotions, everything goes over the roof. I get overly aesthetic, as if I am the one that actually won, because of course last night everybody won. Yes, I mean, Kingdom's declaration as winner of Nigerian Idols, look at me, I was about to say Big Brother but Nigerian Idols Season 6 2021, guys, it was a huge deal yesterday. A lot of people got really emotional, and I'm sure by now people already know that Glory Elijah is a very emotional person, because the same way I cried and screamed and jumped for joy, you know, jumping all over everywhere when Lekon won Big Brother last season, that was the same way I felt yesterday. And guys, to be very honest, the story is similar, but I am still excited and filled with joy still this morning. And because I was very emotional and excited at the same time, I just couldn't say a lot of things I was supposed to say on the video I pushed out last night. So this morning's video is all about the great things that happened on the final episode of Nigerian Idols last night. Guys, please watch to the end of this video, because I'm going to be spilling a lot. Let's start. Last night's show started off on a very, very high note. I'm talking about the opening performance from the judges and the contestants, inclusive of Ike or Ike. Guys, who knew? Who would have thought that Ike had such a fantastic voice? His voice is so rich in texture, and I was wondering, like, dude, why haven't you dropped an album yet, or a single at least? Indulge us with your voice. But it was really, really beautiful to see everybody participate except Obi Asika. I was actually hoping and expecting Obi Asika to, you know, to grace and wow us, grace the stage and wow us with his rich baritone voice, because I suspect that if that man decides to sing, trust me, he will do a great job at it. He will deliver very well. But then the performance was so beautiful. It was very, very emotional, because already, I don't know, there was this tension in the air. Everybody was scared. Everybody was jittery, because nobody knew what was going to happen. Guys, it was scary. I was panicking where I was. I loved how Ike opened up the stage. It was so unexpected, and when he started singing, I thought it was one of his usual jokes, because he makes a lot of jokes on stage before doing his job. So I always fancy his jokes, and when he was singing, I'm like, ooh, okay, bring it on, give it to me. But then when I saw the rest of the other judges, you know, coming up on the stage singing, and then before I knew it, woo, the previous top 9, they joined the stage, guys. It was beautiful to watch. I loved hearing Daniel sing all over again, guys. This one now, I'm taking it upon myself to pray for that guy. I pray that guy drops a single, an album, or just pushes himself further in the music industry. We need voices like that these days. We're hearing a lot of clusters, a lot of plenty noise. We need new voices, new sounds, and I have a strong feeling that Daniel is going to do great. I heard the tune sing. The tune sounded so amazing. Oh my God, who else did I hear sing? Emmanuel. Wow. And then 2 people surprised me. I heard Beyonce and Comfort sing, and they sounded so different. I don't know if I mentioned that in last night's video, but they sounded so different. They sounded like they had registered them in a vocal school, or maybe they had a vocal coach that was training them on control, voice control, and the rest, because they sounded way better. I also loved the way Akuna joined the others on the stage. She did not join from the usual entrance. She joined from the desk of the judges, and it was so well choreographed. It was so well organized. Guys, I just had fun watching all of them perform. That was one of my highlights. And then the second highlight for me was watching Kingdom perform with Cobham's Asukwo. That was one of the most powerful collaborations I've seen in a long time. I don't know how many of you have noticed, but whenever Kingdom performed on the stage, it's very obvious that he started off singing from the church. When you hear church boys or church men sing, you would definitely recognize them. He carries so much reverence in his voice, in his delivery, aside all the technical skills, all the musical techniques and things that he does, but there's so much depth. There's so much soul, there's so much reverence, like he is worshiping someone that is worshiping something. And that is another thing that's sort of like an added advantage to his performances on the show. That is so similar to Cobham's style of singing. Cobham started off singing gospel songs as well, and now he mixes it with contemporary sounds and the likes of it. So when both of them were paired up together on the stage last night, I knew I was in for a treat. Guys, I had to balance well for that one. I knew that delivery was going to be explosive, and it was. And the same thing Chike did with Francis' performance. You know, he allowed Francis to carry the music like it was his. That was the exact same thing that Cobhams did with Kingdom. He gave Kingdom all the leeway, all the space, all the go ahead to carry that song, and trust me, Kingdom delivered. His delivery was mad. It was massive. As usual, without failing expectations, his delivery was beautiful. It was beautifully executed. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't try to outshine the actual owner of the song, that's Cobhams, but he stuck to the brief, which was to showcase himself, to shine via Cobham's song, I think. And he did great at it. Guys, that collaboration, as I said, was one of the most powerful collaborations I have ever seen in a long while. Another part that was very, very emotional for me last night was when Ike introduced Francis and Kingdom's family on the stage to come and give them the moral support, because according to him, he noticed that everybody was panicking. You know, there was just so much tension in the air, and they just needed that moral support. Guys, Francis broke down when he saw his younger sisters. Kingdom is just such a crybaby. Such a crybaby. His uncle and his aunt, they were there. Guys, it was just so amazing. And I cried, actually. I think my tears started from that moment. No, I think it started from the opening performance. It started from the opening performance, and then it flowed through to, you know, where the families were introduced, and then it flowed on to the announcement of the winners. But before I get to the announcement of the winners, I actually had fun watching other amazing Nigerian music artists perform on the stage. I'm talking about the likes of Ice Prince Zamani. He performed one of his latest hit tracks, Kolo. Guys, I'm obsessed with that song currently. Sometimes, if you're wondering what Glory Elijah is listening to, that is it. Sometimes, that is it. I'm obsessed with that song. For me, the sound is rich, and I love the way he performed that song on the stage. And then there was also Aya Star. Aya Star is one of the fastest rising Nigerian female music artists. And guys, I so much loved her performance. And frankly, I am really looking forward to seeing the amazing things that she's going to do in the music industry. Then the other person that we watched perform was Pato Ranking. Guys, I like that guy. If you know him, go and tell him that Glory Elijah likes him more. I love his music. I love his music. I love his sound. His sound is so unique. It's so different. And whenever he drops a song, it is a hit, in my opinion. Moving on to the announcement. Guys, I was a bag of nerves. I was panicking. I was sweating. My room was cold, but I was sweating. Because listen, with shows like this, sometimes my predictions are accurate. Sometimes you don't just know what to expect. You don't. To be very honest, you don't just know what to expect, because we've done our due diligence. We've called out some unfairness, we've called out some irregularities. I on my own, I have done my own part by giving my own reviews, by creating awareness, by letting people understand the importance of voting. Yes, since everybody said voting counts. Guys, I had done all I could do to shed light on the show and to ensure that at the end of the day, we got the deserved winner. So for me yesterday, I felt like my hands were tied. I felt like, Glory Elijah, you've covered all the loopholes, so what next? I just did not know what to expect. Even if I had my predictions, in my mind, I knew that Kingdom deserves to win. Although I wasn't really saying it on my channel because, hey, Glory had to give balanced reviews. But then, in my heart, I knew that Kingdom deserved to win because he covered every single criteria. Like, he ticked all the boxes for the deserving winner. But then I just did not know, because Francis was also good as well. So you cannot say, oh, if Francis wins, you're going to be upset, that kind of thing. So my hands were tied and I was waiting. But then, guys, when Kingdom was announced as the winner, I lost my home training. I lost my home training. I'm sure my neighbors would have thought that something was going wrong with me in my apartment, because I was screaming. I was screaming. I was just yelling. I was just all over the place. I was a complete mess. And I liked it. And I noticed something, guys. You know, Kingdom, he's quite good. But the guy is so humble. He has so much humility in his veins that even he was shocked that he won. And I understand why he felt that way, because guys, the way things had been going on the show, nobody knew what was going to happen again. We're talking about the things of the past, like Daniel being evicted, Beyonce being safe, other people being evicted just to keep Comfort and Beyonce on the show to, you know, a particular stage. So at that point in time, people just did not know what to expect anymore. Imagine fake Jason being evicted and then Comfort staying on to top 4. So it was a ball of controversy. People did not know what to expect. And I'm sure that Kingdom himself did not know what to expect, even though the guy is very, very good. So when his name was announced yesterday, this guy fell down to the stage, his face flat on the ground. I'm sure he was in shock. He was in so much shock. And guys, I do not blame him for it at all. Now, one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen on any TV show in Nigeria was the moment Kingdom was giving his speech, Francis gave his own speech. Guys, the rest of the other contestants, they were crying. Beyonce was crying as if somebody took her teddy bear. Emmanuel was crying so much. Guys, these people were crying. They were shedding so much tears. Although I noticed that, probably because of the kind of relationship they all had in the house, I felt like some of the housemates, they were expecting Francis to win, because when Francis was giving his speech yesterday, even during the behind the scenes, the confessionals of some of the housemates, or did I say housemates? Let's call them housemates or contestants or whatever. But during some of their confessionals, when they were being asked, oh, what do you think about this person? What do you think about this other person? That's the last two standing. You'll find out that most of their emotions geared towards Francis. And I think it's because of the big brother role he played in the house. Remember when I also had my interview with Faye Jason? He mentioned that Francis was seen as the big brother, like the papa in the house, probably because of his size and also because of his probably level of experience, stuff like that. So yesterday when the announcement was made, it felt partially like some of the housemates or contestants, whatever, they were kind of expecting Francis to be declared winner. And Francis too had already prepared a very, very long oh God, he had already prepared a long note to come and read. But then, hey, Francis, you're still a winner. But regardless of that, guys, as I said, the bond that I saw on that stage yesterday, oh my God, Francis hugging at Kingdom, consoling him, telling him that, guy, don't cry, you deserved it. It was priceless. That is the first time ever that Glory Elijah has been watching TV shows, reality TV shows, that I will see such bond. Guys, I don't know what's in the heart of all the contestants, but I'm saying that for real, what I saw, It just went to show that these people had their best interest at heart. It also reflected in Faith Jason's responses to my questions during my interview with him. You know, I was asking him questions, and listen guys, and let me address this. A lot of people were, no, not a lot of people now, because all the comments on that video was very, very positive, except for 1 or 2 people who say, oh Glory, your questions were very, very unprofessional. Now let me let you know something, yeah? An interviewer will always ask their questions, and hey, this is frankly speaking with Glory Elijah. Glory Elijah will always ask her crazy questions. I'll always ask my spot on questions. But what makes the interviewee very, very intelligent or spot on, I think it's the way they respond to those questions. The way you respond to those questions is going to go a long way to reflect your true personality, and that was what made Faith Jason win the heart of a lot of people, because of the way he answered my questions. So my questions were not meant to set him up at all, but you know, to project him as the smart and intelligent individual that he is. And he did great, he delivered. So guys, I watched the whole bond thing yesterday happening on stage. It was so beautiful to watch, and it also went to show that even the compare of the show, that's IK, also had a bond. They shared a bond with the contestants, the judges as well. It felt like everybody had a bond. You know, it was just so beautiful to watch, and that greatly contributed to more tears flowing from my eyes. And watching Kingdom's aunt tear up, like the woman was just crying. The woman was crying so hard. I felt so sorry. I felt so bad for her. She was crying so hard. I'm just like, mama, calm down. And guys, do you know why Kingdom's family are so excited? Dude is winning, I think, is it about 30 million naira that he's winning? Aside the money, he got a brand new car. Aside the car, he's also getting a trip to Dubai, and then another trip for 2 to another country. I can't remember which other country. I think he's getting a recording contract of some sort. Guys, there are so many prizes attached to this win for Kingdom, and I am super excited that he got it. Woo! You know what? This is the part where I'm going to stop talking and then ask you guys the question of this video. What was your most emotional moment during the Nigerian Idol's last episode yesterday? What was your most emotional moment? Please let me know in the comment section below, and hey guys, I would do well to respond to all of you. That said, thank you all so much for watching this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. I will see you all on another episode. Have an amazing day. Bye.